Today is Veterans Day, and we are delighted to have back with us today veteran Richard Oden. He's the author of My Full Life Circle Squared. And he wrote this book while he was in Afghanistan. He was deployed there, and it's an interesting story. And Richard, good to see you. Thank you for your service, my friend.
Thank you. Let me start off by saying happy Veterans Day to all my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, you bet. Good to see you. Well, your book is an interesting book. Here you yourself, you were a foster child, and now you're a foster parent. Is that the essence of your story in the book?
Yeah, that's one of the essences. I've got many essences in the story, if you will. I was a foster kid and became a foster parent, but my story is about three things. One, faith; two, love; and three, paying it back. And then really paying it forward, giving back and paying forward. I think my story is unique because I have a rare point of view in the fact, as far as foster care goes, that I have experience on both sides of the fence. As a foster kid, I was in foster care for 6 years. In those 6 years, I moved 11 different times. Now, people say, that's bad, Richard. How did you do it? Well, it is bad, but what the thing that's even worse is 4.5 of those years I stayed in the same home. So you can do the math. The year and a half left, I moved 10 different times. And so there comes a lot of baggage with that. But, you know, I was determined to succeed. People believed in me. I had my God. And so that's an aspect of the story. I encourage people in my book to consider being foster care, doing foster care and adoption. But today is Military Veterans Day, and I wanted to kind of make a unique book, or write a unique book about that too, because of where I was when I wrote it. So I do chime in the book, and I grade the text of when the Taliban were shooting rockets over the fence, what was going through our minds, some of the ways that we dealt with that. And I wrote the book to get people to help support our military. Not all people are cut out to serve in the military, and we get that, but there's something that everybody can do.
Thank you again for your service. Are you still serving? Are you still in?
Yes, sir, I am. I'm at the 187th Fighter Wing. We're in Montgomery, Alabama. We are actually descendants of the Tuskegee Airmen Redtails. On the front cover of my book, I hope you can see it there, you'll see 2 fighter jets. And they do have red tails. And so you'll see my family and the 2 fighter jets. A lot of people don't know that we are descendants of the Tuskegee Airmen Red Tails, but we sure are, and we're very proud of that.
Wow. How long were you in Afghanistan?
We left in April of 2014, and I got back a little bit early because I had a daughter while I was born over there. She was actually born on November the 11th, Afghanistan time. And so the Red Cross, and she had a severe case of jaundice. I wrote about this in my book. So I got to be that guy that got to surprise his foster kids, because my foster babies didn't know that Daddy had come home early. So I write about being that guy, and it's a pretty unique experience to be that. I would almost volunteer to deploy to Afghanistan again to see the surprise on their face when I got back to see them.
Well, Richard, thank you. Again, thank you for your service and all of your colleagues there. And as you continue to serve, again, thank you. And thank you for your just total transparency in your book, going from being a foster child to being a foster parent and planting the seeds of love and hope into other people to consider that. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. And if they're interested in getting Amazon, type in Richard Oden, Books A Million, My Full Life Circle Squared. It should be pretty easy to find on the internet.
All right, will do. Thanks, buddy. All right, there he is. And again, the name of the book is My Full Life Circle Squared by Richard Oden. You may want to check that out. Pretty fascinating.
It does. Sounds like
all
it.
Right.